Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Fuse Last Friday. The first thing we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be cutting circles. And I just did a test circle that didn't come out too great. I can still use it. I can still do cool things with it. Real cool things with it. I'm going to cut on this glass. Cross your fingers. Everything goes good. So to make a circle, you're going to cut on the smooth side of the glass. This side is not smooth. This side is super smooth. And this is baby blue opal. This is going to be our world. And I'm going to do two different kinds of worlds tonight. I'm going to do, hopefully, I'm going to do, hey, Ancient, I'm going to do one that's already blue to start with. And I'm going to do one that's white. So hopefully, can you see that? Yes, there. Perfect. Okay, so this is a circle cutter for glass. Now, this one is being a bit persnickety for me. I'm not sure why, but it is. I'm hoping it will attach better to this. So you put it on, center it, flip this down. And it should lift up your glass like that. That's what we want. And then I take this and I put it out as far as I can get it to the edge. We don't want to come over the edge. Morton's here too. He's being silent. But I like to, before I score it, I like to take it the whole way around. Make sure it's going to do my circle. Make sure it's not going to pop off. So this little blade down here has to rotate. This does not control anything except spinning this around.
Is it meant to have oil on it? It's got a cap on
No,
it.
it's not, and that just came off.
I think you need to dampen that maybe.
I'm gonna lick this. Not with my tongue. Let's try it again. Okay.
And don't hold it past the yellow thing when you're scoring, because that's why it popped off as well.
What do you mean don't hold it past the yellow
You
thing?
hold the yellow thing and turn it, because if you hold it past that, it puts leverage on the thing in the middle and pulls it back off the glass.
You mean don't hold it, hold
that
this.
thing spins, doesn't it?
Yes.
So you turn it with that, put your pressure on there and turn it, or the other piece will pop.
Oh, it just went into a divot. Okay. Maybe.
Hi there, everybody.
I normally don't cut circles this way, but that's the circle cutter that I have. So I'm going to do this. And take this piece off first. And you got to put breakout points on here. This is where it can go wrong. If you bring your break-in point in over this line, it might not work. And I was going to cut these out in advance, and I thought, nah, I'll just show you like it is. So I'm going to hold and tap.
Gloves.
Oh, yeah. I'll put my gloves on. Thanks, honey. Alcohol will help with suction. That's a good idea, Ancient. And Martin's not reading anything.
I did.
Hello, Lisa. How are you?
Yeah, she's just in and doing alcohol
Okay.
for me. But you were busy
All right.
talking when that comment came up, so
Okay.
I did not want to
All right,
interrupt.
I'm going to tap behind. Everybody cross your fingers.
Hi, everybody.
Cross your fingers. Okay, now you turn this upside down. Push along the score line. Not even thinking about moving it. Oh,
How's your leg? Lisa's asking.
my leg is sore, but thank you. I'm going to set this little thingy down here. No, that's not helping either.
What about the grocer thing? Your funny pliers.
I'm gonna get this. You know
Hey,
what?
Becca's wanting to learn this, but it's like no got the parts.
Okay. Hooray. It's a lot of tools. It's a lot of tools.
Anxiety
it's
says
worth it.
ancient rituals were extra wise. And Lisa had said,
Definitely.
two different Lisas had said hello.
Hello. Hello, hello. Ah, it's cracking up in there. My crack's going up in there. I can't do that. I'm going to show you.
That'll be where it went into that divot.
I'm going to show you how I do it my way without the circle cutter. And since we're fusing this doesn't matter. It's changing sound. It's going to break.
Know where you wanted it.
Well, I did want that part to come off too. Oh, honey.
Where's that crack from? Oh, it was all right.
Yeah.
It wasn't running there, was it?
Well, the crack is running right there where it went into the divot.
What is this for the next window you're doing asked?
No, this is doing a little sample here to see how hard it is to do those globes. Chew. Got one little bit left. This might take it off. A little point on it. I'll use my nibblers.
Okay,
Where'd my nibblers
You're on your
go?
left hand.
Oh, there they are.
Thanks for sharing, Hairston.
Okay, so now we got a nice circle. Whew, that was hard work. I'm going to show you how I like to cut a circle. I like to do it a different way. So I have this white, and I'm going to make that as big as the square. So to cut a square, I can count here on my tiles. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now count over 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, 1, 2, 3.
Do you wear safety glasses? You're being asked.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes.
Do you want a Sharpie?
Usually I do. I got a Sharpie right here, babe. Usually I do. I truthfully, I don't have any on right now.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, Becca.
I should have them on. Thank you for reminding me.
And hi, Nolita.
I will put on my safety glasses. Thanks for the help. Okay. So I got 12, 12. I'm going to take my little ruler here. And now you can do it two ways. You can just draw a line. I'm going to just hold my ruler here. I scoot it to the edge just a hair. And go straight up. Or you can just wing it. Now this I'm gonna... Got my square. And actually, you know, I'm not cutting that into a circle. I'm doing this just like this. I'm going to do that just like this. Because I was thinking about putting the white... Oh, get crazy here, Morton. I was thinking about putting the white, the blue on the white. And I think I'm going to do it like this. Okay, I'm going to take these gloves off. So I'm not cutting right now. I've been trying to keep everything tidy, haven't I? Doesn't always work. Dang it. Babe, this is one of those days. One of those days. Should have stayed in bed today. Okay. I like the feel of it on a white background. Do you, Martin?
Yeah, it looks good, yeah.
Are you listening?
Yeah, I was trying to read comments.
Well, you're not saying anything. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna think about this. As if I want to have this. If I want to have this on there. No, I'm gonna cut till.
Yeah, the hedgehogs were absolutely amazing.
Oh, I couldn't believe them.
Yeah, we couldn't thank the person enough.
It was unbelievable. So, you know how I said I don't like to use this? I'm using it again.
Make it wet again, though. So it doesn't slip. And remember, put your pressure on the yellow thing.
Oh, Martin. What would I do without you? It's got it. I like to make that going in the right direction. No. I hit another divot. Okay, so I have that line. I'm not myself tonight. It's been a day.
I think it was.
These are breakout pieces. And that piece is a real mess over there. This one should be a little bit bigger than that one. It is. Okay. Put this back on. Oh, I think I'm going to go to bed at 7:05 p.m. tonight, babe. Wait, is today Friday the 13th? We have one this month.
No, it was last weekend.
Okay.
No, 2 weekends ago.
My problem is I don't use this truthfully enough. And I always tell people to get good at something, practice. I have not been practicing. I need new tips on here. Look. See, that's worn out and the bare metal sticking out. Is there another pair over there?
Be in the box.
I got a lot of pairs. Unpinch this. Gently. Remind me, honey. I need to get some of these.
You could probably switch. There's one side's good. Do you want to swap
No,
it and make a good
okay.
pair?
Oh man. Keeping it real. Oh my gosh. Have you ever had a day like this? I have. We can fix it. Right? Okay. That's too much stress. That one's going. That one's
These
gone.
ones are good.
Thanks, babe. Okay, I'm gonna stick this over here. We're gonna decorate the earth. I'm gonna take this earth. I'm gonna put it on here. I'm gonna put that there. I like it. Let's make the lines go the way we want them. Maybe like this. Like that. Okay. These will not be for sale.
Annie Wilbank says, I feel your pain.
It's been a
And
day.
Nalita says everything at Hallmark was challenging this morning. It was going wrong.
Maybe it's just one of those days.
Thanks for sharing, Kate.
Maybe
Kate
it's
shared
just
the
one of those
live.
days. Okay,
And
I'm
hi,
gonna
Stolly.
put some blue on there. That just gave me an idea, though. I kind of like how that's looking. I'm gonna put some more of this on. I like that little look, little feel. And then around this, hey, would you hand me that lid right there? Just a
Annie
check.
works with silver, so it's
Lid.
melt. What do you want in the lid?
Just the lid. Thank you. Take this lid, sprinkle this powder, blue glass powder, and just tap it down.
Hi, little Betty. It's kind of chilly here as well.
I have a little bit of green. I'm gonna do it with that too. I think. We need to make powder.
Mm-hmm. I know how to make the frit. I'm not sure about the powder.
Honey, the powder comes out, it's the byproduct when you're making the frit.
Mm.
You know your little strainers. Mix it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Mrs. Vicky Jo was saying the hedgehog bowls are absolutely adorable.
Aren't they so
They were
cute?
amazing. The powder
that.
powder is glass, and it's the same type of glass as the piece that she's fusing, the 96 glass, the COE. It's what is it, coefficient of something expansion or something.
Yeah.
And as long as they're exactly the same, when the stuff melts in the oven, in the kiln I should say, it all becomes one, and the glass bonds and becomes part of it. So it's not like when you paint on the surface that it just sort of sticks to the top. It actually melts and becomes part of the piece. So it'll not wash off over a few years, you know. It'll be part of it forever.
Over a few centuries. It will never come off. Never, never, ever, ever, ever. Okay, now I'm going to put some... I'm not going to make this a world like ours, honey.
Right.
Where I had specific things. I mean, where I had, like, you know, continents and all. But I am going to put a little bit...
You need another bottle.
No, I'm going to put some more powder on.
No, you don't need another bottle of glue.
No, honey. It's good. And I'm just going to create some land masses. But I'm not going to do it to specifics. I'm not putting the North and South Pole on. This is going to be cool looking and different. We like different and cool, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's some little hunks in here of this iridescent that I'm just going to throw some on here. Whatever. Wherever.
Annie says it's your world, make it how you want.
It is.
Hi in East Tennessee.
We're gonna
the white glue, it completely burns away. The kiln's fusing it, I think around 1500 degrees, 1600 degrees. And after 200-300, I think it is, the glue starts to burn and it completely burns away. And the glass just completely fuses together.
It's super cool. Super cool.
Yeah, I never quite understood it either, because even the glue that's right underneath the glass, somehow it burns completely and utterly away and doesn't leave any carbon residue or anything.
Yeah, it's magic.
Hey, what are you doing with this piece, Wickeds? This is asking.
You know, I just don't know.
It might end up on the website, you never know.
It, well, might end up somewhere. I just don't know.
Is it me, or is that a sort of iridescent gleam, or is it just the way the
Yeah,
lights
no,
are
it's,
shining?
it's iridescent. I'm putting some sides up, some sides
Alright.
down.
Yeah, so the way they make the glass, it's got iridescence, and it's sort of, it's like when oil's on water, you get that sort of shimmer
Sheen.
off of it. It's really neat.
A little shimmery sheen. I'm going to put a little bit of white down at each bit. Just because I'm a
The Emerald of the South is bigger.
It is bigger. I made it bigger. I think this green is going to look super cool. Okay. All right. Now, in my perfect world, honey, guess what it would be full of?
I don't know. Annie says they use super glue sometimes before soldering. And in that case, the glue burns right off. They love the green. Yeah, the hedgehog towel was really cute.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see the hearts in its eyes?
Oh,
that was really neat.
I can't quit looking at it. I'm putting some hunks and chunks.
What is that? Just mixed scrap?
This is a frit. Yeah, we had made this frit up, and then it's all sorts of different textures and whatnot.
For anyone that's missed what Priscilla was up to at the start, this will be going on the YouTube that you can watch it later on.
Maybe.
Or maybe, I don't, well, she's saying maybe now, but
maybe
usually she puts it on YouTube.
It depends.
Yeah, the lasagna dump dinner was really good. It was tasty as anything.
Oh my gosh, it came out so tasty for being plain tomatoes in there.
Yeah, that was it Robin Lund that gave us the tomatoes?
Well, those sun-dried tomatoes I used, they were packs that were 2 for $1.
Oh, right, aye. But it was Robin Lund that gave us that jar, wasn't it? Yeah,
Robin Lynn had given us a jar of them.
Yeah, we've been using them. They were in the back of the fridge, Robin Lynn. We've been using them the last few days and everything.
Yeah, they're so good.
And they really add so much flavour. I was putting them in the sweet potatoes for breakfast. And they came out absolutely amazing.
We've been using everything up in the cupboards.
Was it snowing VY? Where would that be?
We had it was
a little flurry.
We had a little tiny flurry.
Yeah, it was for about 10 minutes. I'd just got my saw sharpened and was heading outside, and it started to snow. I went out anyway, and it went off after about 5-10 minutes, so it was good.
I like it.
Hi, everybody.
I like that a lot. But
you better explain what you're doing, Priscilla. You've had it up at 69 now.
Making a whole world out of fused glass.
If you want to see the circles being cut,
I'm going to actually pull you in a little bit closer.
If anybody's missed the cutting of the circles, you can go to the YouTube later on.
Yeah, the cutting of the circles was nothing impressive, though. Now, honey, I have these that I've made, these little hearts. And I kind of want to cover the world with hearts. I kind of do. But I kind of don't. Maybe I'll put a banner up across the top. That's what I'll do. I'll put a love banner.
Tina says that's a pretty...
I'll put a love banner at the top.
She says hello as well. Like it's just saying pretty.
So up here, I'm going to take a strip of glue. Going to put our little kiln wire to be a hanger, actually. We're going to put one on each side because this is a little bit bigger piece.
Yeah, it'll be pretty heavy, though.
Yeah, and it'll hang better.
This is high temperature steel wire that you get to
it's special kiln wire.
And again, the way that this is done, it's not glued on. You put a piece of glass over the top and it actually melts and becomes one with the other glass, and it's like melted, and it's like the sword in the stone kind of thing.
Thank you for explaining. Okay, so across that little top, I'm going to put,
Yeah, no need to be embarrassed, Shredder Dam. Everybody does.
I'm going to put, what color are you? Oh, you're a pretty color.
Becca says she would love a globe with different coloured children reaching up, holding hands around the world.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
That would be lovely.
Top and bottom.
Gonna,
That's weird. There's a question.
I'm gonna take,
Right,
Dave, what you
hold on.
doing?
So I'm trying to read. There was like half a dozen came in at once. So how long does it take to process in the kiln? About 14 hours.
Okay,
Top
so
and
this is
bottom.
blue-green.
Oh, thanks for the gift. We just got Rose, Priscilla.
Thank you. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go right here so I don't lose any of my dust. Can we still see that? Yeah. You can still see. Let me zoom you out just a little bit. Oops. There. Okay.
Go and make the writing big again before I break.
Okay. So I'm going to take some of this. This is this beautiful, beautiful green and blue iridescent powder. I'm going to put some of that across the top. The stuff that's on the white won't stick, don't worry.
I'm in a big heap where the metal pieces are, so it holds the metal piece.
Well, this isn't going to be for holding the metal.
Or you put another piece, you put one of the little heart bits on or something.
Yeah. So now, where'd my little paintbrush go? Just have a little paintbrush here.
Yeah, where will I get one?
No, honey, don't worry about it.
Oh, you got weights.
This, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just going to get all these little blues and greens up to the top. Now I'm doing this for a little reason. I don't want anything on this. Though it kind of looks pretty with them coming down too, doesn't it? If some come down, I won't care.
Yeah, it's no been in the kiln yet and it's already beautiful, says Robin Lee.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to put more glue up here. More glue. Because I want it to really hold all my little bits there.
Thanks for the rose.
This is going to be beautiful. And I tell you what, I feel so much better right now. I feel like I can
loads
breathe
of roses,
again.
Priscilla. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'm going to take, I think I want to use my red hearts here. Maybe 2 red hearts on the side. And one of my bigger hearts for the, no, maybe 3 red hearts going across the top.
Thanks for all the gifts and thanks for everybody liking
One there.
and sharing. Sharing's great.
Pop one
Are you
there.
putting it on the bottom too, you're being asked?
Pop one there. Yeah, we're going to do something pretty on the bottom. And
Favourite TikTok channel, says Kate.
I love.
Man, that's a load of roses. 86 roses, Priscilla.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Who
you.
did that?
Tina.
Tina,
318.
thank you. Oh my gosh.
Thanks for sharing, Kate.
I'm going to put 3 more hearts across the middle. I'm going to put one right in the middle. And then one here. And one there. That'll be our top. And then I think I might also take a nice, I have these little, I have this one perfect color, if I can find it.
By the time it heats up and cools down, it's usually like 12 to 16 hours.
Yeah, this one's going to be slow because it's a double layer thick and you don't want to get any bubbles in it. So I have to put a bubble squeeze on this one.
And the hardest part is when it's cooling down, you do a process called annealing, so that the glass doesn't become brittle and
Oh.
fracture.
The kiln does all that.
Yeah, I mean the kiln does it, but you got to set it, so that's why it takes as long.
Yeah. I'm gonna put 2 of these little glass sticks there.
If the glass doesn't get annealed, it becomes very brittle and will fracture on you.
That's gonna be pretty. A little bit of glue to keep them where they are. I'm gonna put more glue on top of here where I put my powder, my little bits, because I want to be able to give this a good old dusting. I mean, like a little shake before I put it in the kiln.
Tina reckons it's going to be beautiful.
I think so too, Tina. I can't wait. I can't wait till tomorrow. Okay.
I was quite surprised you put the kiln on at night the other night and it didn't keep me awake.
Yeah.
Because when the kiln's cycling, it keeps clicking.
Tick, tick, tick.
Every time it cycles a heat
I'm
thing.
going to put 2 colors on the bottom.
Becca says can't wait to see what's in the kiln.
Kind of want to put that
thanks for
bright
sharing
yellow.
again, Kate.
I'm going to put that bright yellow
And
up
thanks
there.
for all the likes, everybody.
That bright yellow is just going to set it off. Pop. I think I'm not going to put them down here. I was going to, but I changed my mind. Martin, can you believe it? I changed my mind. Not like me, is it? Oh, Martin just gave me beautiful side eye. What's in here? Just look like. I'm looking for something.
Might be
that
another
I
roll.
love. No, it's not. Kind of like this. I don't know though. I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna. What color is this? These are my little snowman eyes. Oh, bump, bump, bump. Okay, I got that color up there. I don't have enough to put the same color down here. And I don't really want to do that either. How are we on time, honey?
6:34.
Oh, okay, we're great. Golden, golden. Let me look and find. Here we go. This will work. I have these little bitty bits. Little bitty bits. Tiny little bits. And I'm going to try this now. I have not done this before. This may or may not work. I'm going to try this. May or may not work.
Oh, you got a love you sent to you and roses. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That was Tina. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. Funny you should mention love, because we're going right here with love.
I thought you might have used the tips that I found you.
No, not right now. I might with another piece. Dang it. I lost one of our little fellows. Can you see this, babe?
No, your hands are too low, actually.
Let me set this up here. I'm going to use that to set it on. So I can lift it up. Can you see now?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Can everybody see it okay? The screen's a bit darker because I've got the letters up large.
And I'm hoping that this melts into love.
Alright, I see what you're doing. I thought you were going to use powder. That's why I thought you might have used the tip when you're writing your bottle of stuff.
Oops.
You want tweezers?
No.
You're saying you can see it.
Yay.
Oh, you got TikToks, I think.
I have never done it this way before.
Scully sent you TikToks.
But
Thanks very much.
thank you. I love trying new things. And if you're watching the replay on YouTube, when it's on YouTube, you're going to have to look for the other part too. Our TikTok family will get to see this tomorrow morning on What's in the Kiln. It's going to be good. I think it's going to be awesome. What the world needs now.
Oh,
Love.
finger hearts.
Sweet love.
Got to have some patience to do it that way. Were they the little blobs you did the other day, or were they red
These are
ones?
different little blobs.
That was
These
red
are
ones
little
you did the
blobs
other
I
day,
did
wasn't it?
before. Yeah. Little blue bob. Little blue blobs. Say that 10 times fast.
Little blue blobs. It's going to be stunning. Oh, what's this? I didn't recognise what that cat paws.
Oh, gay cat paws.
Reminds me of what my mother used to say when you asked her a question.
What?
It's like what you would say, what for? And she'd say, cat's for. Have you ever seen it on a dog?
I miss your mom. Is that your stomach or mine? Love. I think love is one of my favorite words. What's one of your favorite words, Martin? That's not a word.
What? I was thinking.
Oh, that was your brain? That's that noise your brain
No, that's
makes?
a squirrely cogs turning noise, that. Or rusty cogs turning, I should say. Tina agrees that's her favourite word.
Yes.
Jen McSee says love, love. Becca Cunningham, love with a love heart at the back end of it.
Oh, we can do that. We got a little.
You're going to run out of
You
little
know,
box.
no, looky, I could put this little love heart in the middle of it. In the middle of the O. Because this is going to be a tack fuse. We got a little
Oh,
pink
what's
love
this?
heart
You got?
in
Oh,
it.
you got a love heart sent to you.
Oh,
Love yous.
thank you.
It's like a bow and arrow target with the arrow
Oh.
hitting the centre of the heart.
Thank
It's
you.
the world, or a world, on a white background with
It's a
the
world of
word
love.
love and out of fused glass.
Still to go in the kiln. These little balls I had put in the kiln.
Yeah, you make these with like little chips of glass, don't you?
Yep. I'm going to fuse them up.
Robin Lynn made the word love using the globe world as the O. It's neat.
Nice. I'm going to have that not touch. I'm going to have my L separate. This is actually very fun.
Love makes the world go round, says Linda.
Yes.
And this and that's put up the little stars that are waving.
Oh.
Saying hi.
Hello. I'm using different sizes of these balls.
Priscilla worked it out one time before. A run on the kiln's about $1 a day.
Yeah, it's about $1 to run the kiln. Our kiln is good. The kiln didn't use $1,200 worth of electricity.
Yeah, we got a shocker for
Let's not go there.
You brought it up.
I know I did. I'm sorry.
We just can't get through to them. Keep getting cut off on the phone because they don't want to talk to you.
No. I was looking at the thing thinking, should I just drive to the office?
Yeah, you almost have to. Apparently,
Okay.
PP&L's Facebook page has been
Honey,
inundated
let's
with
stop.
complaints.
Stop. I'm sorry. Sorry I brought it up. I'm worried about this
I need
L.
a craft to make of my tourist town. Any suggestions? I have seashells in the ocean.
Oh, seashells. Yeah, lots you can do out of seashells. I like to just take a picture frame and glue seashells in it. Maybe use some glass paints. They look beautiful. We're going to Florida next month, and I'll take you somewhere that does really cool ones and show them to you. Remember, honey, in that bathroom?
No, seashells would completely burn away at the temperatures that the kiln runs at.
You can't really.
They used to
do
burn
organic
seashells to make the chemical for using for other stuff. It's calcium something or other.
Oh, I didn't know that. That little guy was not glued. He had to be glued. The L might be a little wonky.
Nighty night, Kate. Have a good weekend if we
Good
don't see you
night.
again.
The L might be wonky, but I think we'll still know. I hope love is clear.
Yeah, you can make a lot of neat mosaics and pictures out of shells if you get all different ones out. And Priscilla's used them in things like she'll do pictures of like mermaids and stuff, and you use it for like the mermaid's clothes and things like that.
I'm gonna pull that L over a little bit closer. Okay. I love that one.
Do you need the kiln shell?
No. What time is it, my love?
6:43.
Okay, 6:43. I'm going to do something a little different on this one.
You could put that one on the blue. And use the two halves stuck together.
This one's going to be
or is that a rising moon?
Oh, shoot. Shake, 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 shake.
Hi there, Rachel. Becca. Becca's painted mermaids and seascapes, one of the favourite things to create.
Okay. I'm going to go with... Oh, this is going to be beautiful. This is going to be so cool. We got pink. Got pink, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Pink. And this is pink.
Everything you make's beautiful, says Tina. Oh,
Thank
more roses,
you.
thank you.
Oh my goodness. So pink on pink, right? Pink on pink. In a perfect world, I'd let this dry. But this is not a perfect world.
That'll be a beautiful sunset, Mrs. Vicky Jo's said.
Oh, it's not going to be a sunset, though. I think Martin said sunset, but it's not.
I never did.
Okay.
It was Mrs. Vicky Jo said.
It would be beautiful for that, but that's not what it's going to be. A little bit more. I have little bits here of tiny little black pieces. And I'm just going to take maybe just those two.
Comments for.
Remember when that used to bug us and we were like, oh my gosh, what happened? Now it's like
a rabbit, kitty cat dolls asking.
Comments are always
a hedgehog says Darlene.
We're going to take this. Come right around. Oh. I want to cover that up. I want that
A little pink nose hedgehog, says Robin one.
Oh. You know I'm in a hedgehog mood today. Hedgehogs make me so happy. This one's going to be a special hedgehog, though.
Cute hedgehog, says Mary Hernandez. Robin Lund said, oh, that little pink hedgehog, and it's 3 of them said hedgehogs.
No.
Hi there, Rosa.
It's not 3 hedgehogs.
What?
It's not 3 hedgehogs.
No, I said 3 people said
Oh,
hedgehogs.
oh, yes. It's going to be a life-size hedgehog.
No, that glue's just, it's white glue.
Yeah, just regular old white glue.
For some reason, it just completely burns away in the kiln. What you could use also is she's got a big, gallon bottle of it's aloe vera. That's what's actually the paint that she started off with for the pink nose. It's actually glass powder mixed with aloe vera. And if you have glass powder, you can make your own paints.
Martin, this is going to be such a beautiful little fellow.
Mm-hmm.
I like in the hedgehogs that Lisa sent us on the towel.
Hi, June. And
he has little hearts in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He's
They're
so
saying
beautiful.
how cute.
This little fella is going to be adorable. He's a bonus hedgehog. We did the world. Now we're doing a hedgehog.
You got a wishing bottle from Tina. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've not got an accent. It's you lot that have got the accents.
Yeah, Morton thinks we have the accents. Do you like my accent, Morton?
Mm-hmm. No, I love your accent.
Really though, do I sound like I have an accent?
Yeah, you've got an American accent, haven't you?
Interesting. I wonder if you liked my accent as much as I liked yours when I met you. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a great accent. Did you think
Lucy
that?
Schroeder's saying you've got a terrible southern accent.
I love southern
There's no
accents.
such thing as a terrible accent. They're all brilliant.
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
I love southern accents. Martin, do you remember when we went to that?
Becca's got a Tennessee accent. Country.
Oh, that's a pretty accent. We went into a Cracker Barrel with Morton's parents down in South Carolina. They ordered. I had to translate to the waitress.
He's buried its eye.
It'll be
You
there.
got a guitar.
Oh, but remember that the waitress said to me, "I don't know what they're saying, but I sure do like it." And as soon as the waitress left the table, your mom said to me, "Oh, I couldn't understand a word she said, but she has a lovely accent." I'm like, yeah, she just said the same about you.
Yeah, one of the most obscure things I've had those with the accents. What language are you speaking? Yeah.
Okay, I'm shaking up the brown.
Am I just seeing it because of the angle? The right eye's missing. It's left eye, depending on what you're looking at.
I'll put another couple little pieces of black there. We'll give him a little bigger eye. Give him some more personality. He is gonna be beautiful. Oh, don't look naughty. He looks a little naughty now. Doesn't he? Naughty little hedgehog.
Okay, listen. I caught the end of your life. Why were you crying?
Oh, I was just sad. Somebody had sent me a message. It was their birthday. They were all alone. A young person feeling very, very sad. And it just gets me. It just gets me. And then one of our beautiful, beautiful TikTok family here, Lisa sent us these packages, and it just kind of I just don't feel worthy. Just don't feel worthy. Yeah.
Yeah, Priscilla would get that over in Scotland. As Becca's saying, she went to England and people would beg her to talk.
Yep.
Yeah, Priscilla would get that. They
It
would
was
actually ask her
embarrassing.
to say specific words.
Don't say it, Martin.
I can't remember what
Martin's friends were the worst. Oh,
they were. Where
Martin's
did your love of hedgehogs come from? Scotland and Greece.
Scotland. Yeah. Martin's a
I
hedgehog.
had to chase her out one of my mum and dad's neighbours' gardens because we were out in the car and she'd go, "What's that? What's that?" And I says, "It's a hedgehog." It's like they're 10 a penny. Well, they used to be 10 a penny. I don't know about now. But her and her son jumped out the car and went into the neighbour's garden, and I had to like chase them out the garden. It's lucky there's no any rules of trespass in Scotland.
They would have understood.
And then where we had an arts and crafts gallery, we would see them running about all over the place. And it's like one of them, I couldn't believe how long a hedgehog's
so
legs
beautiful.
actually were. And then we went on vacation to
Greece.
Rhodes in Greece, and we were out for a walk one night heading down to the restaurant next to the beach, and here comes running along the side of the road again Priscilla. "What's that?" And I said, "It's a hedgehog."
He's my favourite
And
one
it
ever.
caught up near us, and she had a bottle of water in her hand, and she put water down on the ground next to the hedgehog, and he came up and had a drink, and sort of stayed there a couple of minutes, and then just went toddling away along the road again. It was amazing.
He was so beautiful.
Somebody's saying, why do you not feel worthy? And somebody's saying you're definitely worthy.
Because I feel like I'm like so lucky and blessed. And when you guys send us stuff, like I love it, but then I feel guilty, like, you know, the person who's all alone for their birthday.
June's daughter wanted a pet hedgehog.
Oh.
Have you always been an artist?
Always. My grandma told me when I was little, I would pick flowers and I'd arrange them into paintings on her patio. And I couldn't remember doing that. My mom told me about it too.
Yeah, somebody's saying you would like a cricket machine. You've got one but never really used it.
Yeah, I got one. I was actually watching TV.
The fanny pack. There's a whole different conversation.
Oh yeah, we had that conversation over there too.
Yep.
But yeah, it's funny whenever you go somewhere in the world, you got an accent. Definitely.
The crazy one where I stayed, the accent would change within 3 to 4 miles.
Yeah.
You'd go to the next town across and the accent would be slightly different.
So this is a glass stick that I'm using here. And I'm just, see how I'm turning this. I'm not trying to stand up and work over it. Whether you're painting fused glass or whether you're painting a painting, turn your picture, turn your whatever to make it easiest for you to work. When I fell down the other day and hurt my arm, I'm thinking, oh, please, I hope my wrist is not broken. Thankfully, it wasn't.
Becca's saying, or a car boot sale, was so confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting ready. We're going to have a Scottish jumble sale here.
Yep.
In March. I'm excited.
The glass, it's a powdered, it's a special glass paint from Glassline, the company's called. It's actually powdered glass mixed with aloe vera. And
we do make our own too.
We can make our own. We've got a big gallon jug of aloe vera, and you take the glass powder, and again it's like the white glue. The aloe vera just completely burns away and doesn't leave any colour behind.
I'm just sort of putting all my little...
That's why I listen to her talk every day. I called the granddaughter an artist since she was 2 years old. She's very special.
Yeah.
As like our
That's
granddaughter
so
too. She's amazing. You and Morton are so kind and caring. You both are definitely worthy of all gifts. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
It's so beautiful that Morton is retired and you both enjoy being together. Yeah,
I
except we weren't together the day I was outside with the
no,
chainsaw
he was outside. So when he
in the
came
freezing
in,
cold.
when I made that TikTok, honey, first I was going to just tell you all my woes, and then I thought, why just share them with Morton?
It's funny, Ash. They're saying they're so bad with drawing or painting. I have no sense of shadow or depth. You just have to do your own stuff, and it's like art's a personal taste. It's like
Exactly.
what one person likes, another person won't. And you just do
Exactly.
it, and someone will like it.
Now I'm just spreading a bit of this
Yeah, Priscilla loves Bob Ross as
brown.
well.
Oh, I love Bob Ross. My granddaughter and I
Oh
had
no, what's on it?
we had a bucket list happen. We went and did Bob Ross painting, didn't we, honey?
Yeah.
At his studio in New Smyrna Beach. It was amazing.
Oh, that's horrible. Robin Lynn said that she had slippers on that were slippy and broke 4 of her toes.
Oh,
Shattered foot. She was in a cast for
oh
6
my
weeks.
gosh,
So you were
Robin.
really lucky.
Oh my gosh. I was so lucky. I was so lucky. My silly slipper, I can't even believe it.
Yeah.
My feet are so big, I don't even know how they're loose on me because I have big, wide feet.
And June's saying the person having the birthday can come on here. They're all here
Yes,
for one
I
another.
hope they're here. And if you're here and if you're lonesome, don't be. We're friends, even though we might not be here in person. I have lots of friends on the internet, don't I, honey? I mean, I have lots of friends that with different social medias, people I've been friends with for years now.
Fruna Farm says her son and fiance do Bob Ross paint nights.
That's cool.
Hi there, Madeline.
Yeah, we went to the studio down in New Smyrna Beach that he had actually set up. It was so cool. And it was really funny. I went to the bathroom. I came out and I said to my granddaughter, I'm like, Bob Ross went to that bathroom. She's like, I was thinking that.
Robin Lynn's saying you were lucky. She's no worn slip-on slippers since.
Yeah.
That's what I hate about flip-flops.
Well,
I cannot wear
they
flip-flops.
well, I got them on right now. They have, it's like a whole thing. They're good shoes. They're Red Wing slipper thingies. I can't tighten them up anymore. They're too
Mrs.
old.
Vicky Jo's saying thank you for your TikTok friendship.
Oh, thank you.
And Becca's saying to June that we're all family here and welcome.
Yes, it's so true. So true. I got really super sad about thinking somebody alone and being sad. I seriously.
I can't remember. Do you have any brown over there on your photograph?
I need to make brown. I'm just using some of these up though, babe.
She started doing the stained glass over in Scotland at a course for restoration and what was it, restoration and what?
Architectural design and restoration.
At the Julinesque Valley College in Scotland.
It was amazing.
She done the course and
fell in love.
Hi there, the Haunted Travel. Nice to see you again. Oh man, Rosa broke her left hand and able to still paint.
Oh.
Fell down a lot, but still clumsy.
See, I always get scared. Like, people will ask why I don't help Morton with wood, which sometimes I do. And I don't think I'm naturally clumsy. I'm just, I'm 60 years old in a couple months. I'm overweight. I have osteoarthritis. And I use my hands to make my living.
We're in Florida. It's Port Orange area, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I can't wear flip-flops at all. They're horrible. I need to have a back on them.
It was just going up that step.
Yeah, Mrs. Vicky Jo broke her big toe in flip-flops.
Oh my gosh. I'm putting
and
lots
Rachel
of
says they're
spikes
thankful
on.
to have found you on TikTok. You brighten up her day.
Thank you, Rachel. I'm glad you're here. I've just recently contacted a couple people that I haven't seen on lives lately, just like, hey, are you okay? Have haven't seen ya.
What about
And
Crocs?
I have never worn a Croc, but I'm open to it.
I had frocks. I've never had real Crocs.
You had frocks?
Yeah, I think Sarah gave me them. I
I've
don't know
never.
where they went. I had a pair of Crocs.
Did you ever wear them?
I had them on for a couple of times, but
Was this in Florida, babe?
well, sorry to hear that, Becca. Becca's almost 50 and got multiple sclerosis. Used to be a nurse, but can't craft now. Oh, just
yes,
crafts.
it's tough. It is tough. Well, you have a niece that has MS. It's so hard. Yeah. Somebody earlier on the live asked me if I had lupus. I don't know even what that is, but
it's a blood disorder, I think. I can't remember. Look at Lewis at my works. Well, at my ex works. His daughter had it, and she's really young. It's horrible. I think they're allergic to it. It's one of the, it gets called lupus and that because it's something to do with the sun and that affects them as well.
Oh my goodness.
It's weird.
But my face was all red from crying and...
Yeah, those gifts were amazing, Juliana Bandana. It was just watching the gifts. They were brilliant. And
I couldn't believe
thanks,
that.
Ashnell says they love the website.
Thank you. I'm putting on 101 hedgehog spikes. These are going to be worth it, honey. These are going to look so good against that.
Oh, it's an autoimmune disease, yeah. The lupus. Yeah, it's a little girl is sick a lot from it. She's only about 12. It's horrible.
We're both super lucky. I've had cancer twice, but lived through both. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here. The first time I had cancer, my kids were really little and I didn't even know Morton. I was a single mom. It was scary. This world is, or this life is a gift. It's such a gift. Our health is so... I gotta make little ears for this little man. They're gonna stand up on top. All the little hedgehog spikes.
Hi, Lynn's out loud.
What is it?
Lynn's out loud saying hola gang.
Oh, hello.
Health is wealth, says Jazzy Blue.
Yeah. I'm sticking in a couple of these ones. They're kind of a pinky white here and there. It'll give some depth to our little man. Just a little highlights, lowlights kind of.
Hi there, Purple Angel. His nose is made of pink glass paint topped off with pink frit. You can't really see it at the moment because it's like covered with white glue to hold it in place. So
it's covered with glue. It
looks like white, but it's actually pink. It's glass fronds.
Little glass.
It's called vitrograph. It's really straight sticks of vitrograph. These things, that's what we make in one of our other films because it allows you to have thicknesses of glass to use that you can't possibly do if you're cutting the glass.
I could never cut glass this thin. Ever.
And then when you can do squiggly shapes with the vitrograph and it's quite interesting to work with.
So I'm layering in some darker browns and blacks now. Just to give his little quills a real special feel. He's going to be beautiful. I'm neglecting the lower bits of our man. Oh, this one. Not that great. This one. That one's so good.
We get the supplies from a few different places. One's Warner. Is it Warner?
Warner,
Yucagini.
Warner is a retail, but we also go to factories too.
Yeah, we go to the Yucagini glass manufacturer. They're absolutely amazing. We're going to
take everybody there.
Yeah, they make the glass on site in America.
In Pennsylvania?
In Pennsylvania. I don't think this is for a window, is it?
I don't think so, but you know what? I don't know. I didn't put hangers on.
Yeah, he is upside down because of the way she's placing the stuff on it.
Hello.
But yeah, what we love about the Yucca glass, and I think Wismich glass as well that you use. They're both American companies, so we're actually using product that's manufactured by Americans, and even a lot of the tools and things that they sell,
Honey,
they're American manufactured
but
tools.
you know, my dream though is to go to Italy, right, and make glass.
Yeah,
You know that. I like glass from all over.
but I love it when we can get American stuff.
Yeah. Morton's a citizen and he's super proud, aren't you, honey? My little American Scotsman.
Somebody says they love the sun, but it's actually a hedgehog.
Yes. Sunny little hedgehog.
You can't really see its nose at the moment because it's like pure white. Because
Yo.
it's, yeah, we've been to Ireland. We visited Belfast and hired a car and toured all over
Dublin.
Northern Ireland in the car, and we took a flight to Belfast. To Dublin, and we didn't get a car there. We just stayed in and around
That
the
was
Dublin
fun.
area. It was amazing.
We just did all the public transportation there.
Yeah, when we visited Northern Ireland, we went to places like the Giant's Causeway.
Oh,
It was absolutely brilliant.
Good. So good. I'm putting loads
Maybe
of these
his name
on.
can be Sonny.
Yes, Sonny I love that.
Yeah, Ashley, my friend, was
I
in it,
love
didn't he? Finish?
that. Sonny the Hedgehog.
Yep. Oh, you're up 14,000 likes.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Amazing. Obsessed with Waterford glass. They love it.
Oh yeah. I want to go. I want to go really bad to Italy and take a course in glass making, like actually making the glass.
We were really lucky when we were in Germany. We accidentally visited this town called Wertheim, and it was the oldest glass. Was it the oldest glass?
It's the oldest glass museum in the world. They said
it was in Wertheim, Germany. It was amazing. And
so cool.
the castle in Wertheim, it was amazing. It cost us, I think it was
50 cents.
50 cents, 50 European cents to get in, and you put your coin in a turnstile and went in, and the castle was like something out of a Dracula movie. It was absolutely amazing.
I didn't think it was a Dracula movie. It was a beautiful castle.
And then in the same town, it was right on the Rhine. There was like
it's not the Rhine.
No, it was near the Rhine. I can't remember the name of the.
I can't either.
But it was they had it in the town. It was old, like 600-year-old buildings and everything. And on the walls, they'd marked the flood levels and everything when the river had overflowed. It was crazy.
That was so cool.
Is there an amount of glass you can stack before it doesn't melt right?
Oh no. Well. It depends. Like, you can go as high as your kiln will take.
1, 2, 3, 5, 4 says the wish the life was as exciting as yours.
You can go as high as you want, but you need to have dams set up, because all this glass we fuse, it wants to get to 6 mils thick, which is like half the size of this. This was something that I put. This is still a work in progress.
That is about 6 mil.
Thickness?
Yeah, it's half a centimetre roughly.
Okay, so it wants to get that thick. So, like, I have a bar over there that's about that thick that I made, that I have to cut up, and it's a pattern bar that I'm making. But you have to have a dam or it'll spread out.
Yeah, I can't remember the river. It might have been the Danube, but I don't know.
It wasn't one of the famous ones, but it was gorgeous. I'm just putting more of these on. I can't help myself. And I need to put ears on him. And I think I'm going to do his ears in little splotches of brown. Oh, honey, you didn't stop me at 7.
You were on the floor. You need to finish your hedgehog.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm keeping you guys late. Morton, stop with the phone, please.
Mm-hmm.
Morton's got to look up the name of the river. That's what he's doing. Okay, his little ears. Come on, Brown. Behave yourself. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this over here, but it's not wanting to come out. Let me get my little... Actually, maybe I have a little piece of brown over here. I'll just put a piece of brown on. We'll make little ears. Oh, these are perfect color ears. These were off of my little Highland cow.
It says it's of the confluence of the rivers Tauber and Main. Wertheim is best known for its landmark castle and medieval town centre.
Excellent.
Can you do lilac glass for sale?
I do. Do you mean lilacs on a glass?
It just says, can you do lilac glass for sale?
I do, but I typically don't do custom things. I'll typically make things and then just sell them. And I'll tell you why. Because everybody's idea of something is a little bit different. So if I say I'm going to make a hedgehog for you...
You've got more cat's paws.
The hedgehog, your idea of one and my idea of one might be a little different. So I like to I'm going to be making lilacs this spring. Honey, don't shake the phone so hard.
Tippy Toe would love to see a dragonfly.
Oh, I do
Rosie's
dragonflies.
number 1, TGIF's cat's paws.
His little ears.
And he's so thinking, adorable.
He's done. I kind of almost want to give him a little...
How do you dam up the colours so they all run and dam up? I think that's
there are these dams that you buy for your kiln. I'm going to take my glasses off now. It's just little dam blocks that you buy, and there's little molds and stuff. Honey, stop with that phone.
Yeah, I had to go back because I was looking up that because it was like...
Morton's scrolling, touching.
Thing and it just annoys me.
Okay, let me show you what we got here. So we got our little hedgehog. He is going to be so cute tomorrow. And we got our love world. That's our things we've done. These are the glass rods I was using. So this guy is going to fuse together. He's going to look super cute. And he's on a white base. So we'll see some white come through there. I might go over once he's dry, I'll hold him up to the light. And if I'm seeing too much white in his quills, I might put in some more brown. And I'm really anxious to see. I've never written in these little tiny dots before. I'm hoping they fuse nice. We'll see. Hopefully, we can just try, right? Hopefully they come out great.
Are you hanging it in a window?
I'm not quite sure what is going to happen with that little groundhog yet, or the little hedgehog. It might be in one of the windows. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, the waiting is tough. Tomorrow I start the big cherry blossom window. I finished our world window today. And I've kept you 15 minutes later. I'm sorry. Our next live is scheduled for Sunday. Stained Glass Sunday at 11 a.m. I'm hoping to have the cherry blossom window done and be working on a whole brand new window for you. So
you need to go and get some flux first, don't you?
Yeah, I need more flux. Yeah, I'm out of flux. But thanks for being here so much.
Yeah, we've got cardinals and turkeys.
Correct. Yeah, I have cardinals in one, turkeys in one, a hummingbird in one now. But yeah.
Yeah, they're saying they never mind when you go over.
Thank you. And thanks everybody for being here. And
it was amazing earlier. I remember the cardinal window this morning.
Yeah.
The red light just shining on the ground.
Yeah, and it was really sweet. Great. Morton called to me. He's like, the light from the cardinal. I'm like, that's what I tell you every day. Every morning I run around like, oh my gosh, the windows. It's so cool seeing the light coming through them. You have a beautiful night.
Yeah.
Give yourself a big hug from us. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being part of our lives and
Yeah.
our lives.
Nighty
Get
night.
it? Everybody have a beautiful,
If
beautiful,
we don't go live
beautiful
tomorrow,
Friday
have a
night.
good weekend and we'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah, maybe we'll take you to the market in the
Yeah.
morning. Bye bye.
Cheerio.
Nighty night.